I think I'd mentioned, time gets away from me this time of year, so forgive me, maybe a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, about sometimes when you get to games, players devalue practice, and we obviously have to improve. You could look at it glass as half full, and obviously I'm very jovial most days. And you could say, hey, man, you're 3 possessions away from being 8-2, and the sky's not falling. But you are what your record says you are, and we're 5-5. So practice is very, very important to us. We're not making enough winning plays. So in the last couple of days leading into the game, the team that started was the team that had practiced the best. We were joking as a staff, I think you have to turn the starting lineup in maybe 10 minutes before the game, 15 minutes, I don't know what the rule is. But I bet when they went back and they told their head coach that D.C. Davis is starting and nobody in that locker room had any idea who he was, I bet that they were scrambling around a little bit. It was nice. And you know what? I thought our team did a good job. 25 assists off 28 made field goals. I don't know if I've ever been a part of a team that was as efficient with sharing the ball as that group. And I thought we put Dom in a position. At the end, we put him in a position where he's not going to be very successful. There's a lot of traffic around him. But I thought early we gave him the ball where he could just turn and finish with his size. He's a big kid. He's got to play big. He had 3 big blocks for us at the rim, which is a huge improvement. That's what I'm the most excited about. I thought we came out and set the tone defensively, and then our offense followed suit. I thought the effort was pretty good. I just told the team, I don't understand the ability to relax thing. I just don't get that. We're not in the relaxing business. College basketball is not the relaxing business. And our guys just have a tendency, they want to relax. They're good with relaxing. We're up 20, we're up 25. Okay, let's get up 27. Let's execute the next series. It's just kind of relaxing time. I just don't get that. So I just want our sense of urgency to continue to increase. One thing about him, man, he's a worker. Sometimes that ball's like kryptonite to him. I mean, I think everybody in the gym can say, Eustace, the ball's right there. And sometimes, I don't know, it must be a force field. But he has worked. He always works. And he's in the gym, and he's working, and he's developed confidence. And obviously the other team, he'll start getting defended differently now because the other team, as we saw last year, will use his man as a rotation guy in the paint. We've been pretty efficient in the paint offensively. I think Bruce was 7 for 9 last game. This game it happened to be Dom 6 for 7. So they typically will shade off of KG and Eustace is making them pay by making open shots. And it's just a credit to him staying in the gym and putting in the work. You know what? I don't know. I thought DeAndre Burnett is a fifth-year veteran. Markelle Crawford is a fifth-year veteran. Breon Tyree went through the wars last year and learned a great deal. TD's a preseason first-team All-League player. Those are 4 pretty good candidates right there. And whether it's one guy or they can do it collectively, I'm okay with either option. But we do need to have more ownership within that locker room to hold each other accountable to playing hard. I thought tonight was a step in the right direction. Oh, of course, yeah. I've made no bones about it. In 12 years, goodness, we've been up, down. I mean, they've given me the blindfold and the cigarette more times than I'd care to remember. So I've been through a lot of different things. I don't panic. I'm always edgy. I don't panic, but home games are so valuable because it's so difficult to win on the road. And then when I look at our league, and usually at this time of the year, regardless of our record, because we've always tried to schedule competitively. We have finished in the RPI top 100 every year in the last 11 years. So it tells you that we have scheduled pretty competitively, even when the league has been down some of those years. So most of the time you look, and the numbers really don't make that much sense right now because they can shift so much one game here and there. But usually, Ole Miss is in the middle of the pack. Well, Ole Miss is at the bottom, which means every opportunity is a plus for us. That's how I look at it. There's a lot of opportunities. For us, we have to get better defensively with our bigs, bottom line. And our guards have to do a better job of containing the ball and taking more ownership from a leadership standpoint defensively. Offensively, coming into the game, we were getting about 82 and change a game. We're not shooting it from the free throw line. We're not finishing in the paint, and we're not making clean looks at the rate that we need to. We did tonight. And we're still getting in the mid-80s. So if we can clean those areas up, individual accountability, reps, work, and then get better defensively, this team still has a life. Not to my knowledge. Maybe the turnover flu. Is that going around? I thought we got rid of that last year with a couple guys left. Thanks.